pretty well straightened out with that girl.
No.
Hey, can you try open? Can you open this? You can't get it.
Is that carpal tunnel? I do.
Okay. I'm your husband.
Steve couldn't open it up for you? Not aware.
Screw him.
Come on, Nate. Go. Hoo-yah! They take cards, AJ? Did they take the cards?
Nothing to treat.
Hoo-yah! Dave refereeing tonight? Dave Simpson refereeing tonight?
No, he has to wear that.
I did at Home Depot today. Yeah, no, well, yeah, and I could, yeah, and I could.
Joe Taylor says this is the first time ever to host a sectional boys tournament. We did host a girls a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Conneaut Spartans basketball on WOW TV, 1360 and WOW 102.9. And always free. Brought to you by our great Spartan sponsors, Conneaut Dairy Queen. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a delicious treat soon at your Conneaut DQ. Chris Breck State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Conneaut Savings Bank, come grow with us in Conneaut and Austinburg. University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center, celebrating 100 years of advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store, not lower quality, just the lowest prices.
And we're live here at Garcia Gymnasium, and another exciting matchup here of Conneaut Spartans basketball. It's a play-in game here for the playoff tournament against the Liberty Leopards. A home playoff game, though, here at Garcia Gymnasium, and Conneaut Spartans sitting at 5-17 overall this season. We're joined here, Ben Jarvie alongside Chuck Ugliamo, about 15 minutes away from game time. The Liberty Leopards coming to town tonight, 4-18 on the season. And we played a couple common opponents with them, Brookfield mainly being the one, and the other being Crestview. They won one of those 4 games. They lost to Crestview twice by about 10 to 15 points. And they split the difference with Brookfield. They won the first game back on December 20th, and then fell the second time to Brookfield on January 24th, 73 to 46. So with that in mind, it seems like they had a little bit of a tough time in the second half of the season and lost a lot of their games, only winning 4 total, having a major slide at the end there of 7-game losing streak. So with that in mind, Chuck, what do you think our odds are tonight in order to win, and what do you think has to go right for Conneaut?
Ben, I talked with Chance Loomis yesterday on my show, and he put it very simple. He says, from a Conneaut point of view, this is a winnable game. They can win it.
Sure.
From a Liberty point of view, this is a game that they can win. That's how even it is.
I think it definitely will be a good game.
That's how even it is, and I think the keys to the game, and I think you're going to agree with me, is they're going to have to defend the 3, something that we've seen be a nemesis all season long for the Spartans. And again, they got to score the basketball.
Yep.
They have to score the basketball, and the way to do that is shoot the ball.
Yep.
Keep your possessions shorter, because those extra passes turn into turnovers, and I'd rather see a missed shot than to see the other team get the ball.
Get the ball, exactly. Couldn't agree with you more. Actually, I just kind of said that to J.R. Hutchison, who was our player of the game Friday, in that tremendous game. If you can watch back, go back to our YouTube videos and watch that overtime thriller with Grand Valley. I felt like we kind of felt, Chuck and I both, that some of the calls cost us that win possibly. We were without Nate Costin and Gavin Hedrick because they both fouled out in the fourth quarter. It was very devastating. And I think if we had a full staff out there, we probably would have pulled it out in overtime or in regulation. I think once we knew it went into overtime, that's when we knew that the cards were stacked against us, unfortunately. But definitely, I told JR, though, you got to take those shots. You get the ball, you take the shot. You can't dribble with it. You can't pass it back across court. You got to just take that shot. And I felt like when we took the shot, it really paid off for us, and that's how we pulled out the overtime. And then from there, unfortunately, things fell apart later in the game.
Yeah, and if Conneaut can do what they did in their last 2 games, that's get off to the good start, and keep out of foul trouble, I like their chances.
Yep. And I couldn't agree more with that. And as you see, both teams actually just came back out and are shuffling back out here to shoot and play around. And the home crowd and some of the away crowd is coming in as well. So good to see some of them coming back out. So as we're about 10 minutes or so away from game time, we're getting set as well, too. Talking a little bit more about Liberty, if you haven't really followed them this season, they're sitting 7th in the Mahoning Valley Gray Conference. So they're sitting second to last, right above Champion, who they actually just beat by 4 points last week. That was their regular season finale. So Champion had a really tough season. They were finished 1-21 overall. Champion actually just played Pymatuning Valley for their playoff game and lost. So their play-in game, you'd call it. And so they are pretty much done for the season. Liberty sitting at 4-18 overall. Garfield above them at 6-16 overall, 4-10 in the conference. Crestview sitting at 11-11 overall, 6-8 in the conference, above them. Then Newton Falls going up into 4th place, 10-4 in the conference, 17-5 overall. Then LeBray, who we're very familiar with as well. We played Crestview as well this season and lost to them by about 20. LeBray 11-3 in the conference, 16-6 overall. Then Memorial above them, some really big successful schools with good programs above that. Memorial 11-3 in the conference, 11-11 overall. Had a couple games outside of the conference that did not go their way. Then Brookfield sitting at 17-5, a great, fantastic season for them. 11-3, sitting number 1 seed in the Mahoning Valley Gray region. So for them, definitely seems like they've had quite the season, and they took care of business with us. As I said, though, Brookfield, they lost to this Liberty team back in December. It could be a different season from what I know from what I'm talking about with some of our players, that we might see 2 different Liberty teams depending on who's out there tonight. One that plays really well cohesively as one unit, and one that plays kind of every man for himself. Depends on what we see out there tonight here at Conneaut. They lost a couple of their best players about halfway through the season. Not sure exactly the reasoning for that, but I know that they are without some of their talent that they started with this season. Last year, they had a fantastic year. They had several wins on their plate. They had a lot of great players. They finished 16-7 overall on the year. They took care of a lot of big schools like Crestview, Brookfield, Ursuline, Garfield, LeBray. You know, so they competed with a lot of Girard, Ohio. So they played against some of these great teams, and they had a successful year going into the playoffs last year. This season, not quite that way. Definitely a totally different story. So we'll see exactly what team we get this year going into it. As we know some of their rosters as well, too. Not a lot of seniors. 5 seniors on the team. I mean, I guess that's more than you'd expect from some schools. I guess we have as many as them. So not a very deep school either. They have about 12 players that they're gonna have out there tonight. Probably about seven of them or so that'll actually play, 7 or 8. So they're not super deep, but and they don't have that much height either. The tallest guys listed on there is 6'2", and quite a few that are at 6'1", and then after that, everyone else is below that height, down in the 5-foot region. So we'll see exactly. We might win the rebounding battle. And another thing, too, is to control the foul calls as well, too. We'll see. The referees, they're not calling 2 games a night, so they just have to focus on this 1 game out there. But as far as keeping the foul count down, that'll be important for us going forward. But in either case, Nate Costin and Gavin Hedrick, they're the keys out there. Without them, we lose the rebounding battle, no doubt about it. So you got to keep both of them in the game, and keep them out of foul trouble, and send them to the line. Get us to the line more often. I think we did really good shooting from the line, Chuck. Honestly, right, Chuck or Chance? I was gonna say Chuck Loomis. I was gonna call him. Chance Loomis went 7 for 7 from the line. He was a great shooter. I think our free throws have been the strength the second half of the season. Would you agree?
I would agree with that totally. They only missed 1 free throw the whole night, and that's got to continue tonight. You had said earlier that a couple of players through the middle of the season came off of that roster for Liberty. Same thing can be said for Conneaut. 2 of their better players, too, Ben Anzovitz and then the injury to Zach Rice. So both teams can claim that same thing.
Sure.
I think the Conneaut Spartans, though, they almost have to play a perfect game tonight. They got to hit their free throws. They got to defend the 3. Those are 2 big keys to me. Defend the 3, hit the free throws, and the third big key is to stay out of foul trouble. And I think the coaching staff maybe needs to do a little bit better job on not making sure they have 4 fouls when they start that 4th quarter.
Sure. Couldn't agree more with that. I'm gonna go see if I can get Coach Tim. I haven't. He hasn't come over. We got about 6 minutes. Or we can have Billy on the coach's show. I'd love to do that. Or Steve Grant. We got about 5:30 left to go. Yeah, so we're talking about a lot of these good schools like LeBray and Memorial and Brookfield. Let me get down here to talk with Coach Tim a little bit. Hey, Coach Tim, we're joined live courtside for the Coach's Show, brought to you by Chris Breck State Farm. Sorry, I don't have the headset, so just talking this way. Got a couple common opponents with Liberty. We played Brookfield, and so did they. They split the difference. They won early and then lost the second one, and then they lost both to Crestview. Comparing some of those games, I mean, do we have a lot of similarities with this Liberty team as far as you could say?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good game today. I think we're very similar in terms of basketball teams. We both have some young players out there. Brookfield was a common opponent. We lost them by, I think, 8 points or so, and they split with them. So it's not a matter of who plays well tonight. I think we're ready. I think we played well the last couple of games last week. I thought we played better against Grand Valley and Edgewood. Got to carry that over.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and going back to Friday, I mean, you guys played a fantastic game, no doubt about it. I felt like, unfortunately, too many foul calls that cost us a lot at the end. I couldn't believe that Nate and Gavin got called out there. You think that was the only reason I think that we lost the game was that Nate and Gavin were not out on the floor, or do you think there was a lot of different things that were going on in that game? Because it was a fantastic game that we had pretty much going into the fourth quarter.
It's hard to say. The fouls didn't help us any. I do know that the game was tied down the stretch, and we had 2 turnovers in the last 2 minutes that hurt us. I think we could have gotten shots off there. To our credit, we got a great stop there in the last 30 seconds of regulation. What happened after that? But yeah, I thought our kids left their hearts out there senior night. We just needed one or two more breaks to go our way, and we would have won.
Sure. I was going to say, I got to say, we were just talking about this. Foul shooting's been a big strength for us the last few games, especially on Friday. Chance was nearly perfect. I think he missed one. Nate Costin shot pretty well from the foul line. A lot of guys have been shooting pretty well there. Is there anything as far as that goes that's been focusing on, or is it just from the grind from the entire season? And what do you think as far as the technique goes, that these guys have been shooting a lot better when they take the shots?
I think it just jinxed us is what happened. I know free throw shooting is, you shoot them in practice, you make them concentrate. There's different approaches. If I had the answer to free throw shooting, I'd have wrote a book and made $1 million by now. We've tried different techniques to put in combination, just repetition shooting with put some pressure on them. But yeah, we shot the free throws much better the last 2 games for sure.
Hey, good luck tonight, Coach. Have a great one.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yep. That was Coach Tim Talbacca live courtside for the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show. And we'll take this brief time out on WOW TV and WOW Sports, and then come back right after that for the national anthem and starting lineups right after this. Yeah, exactly. We can't do it all. We can't. No, we can't do it all, Chuck, and we're live. Chuck and I were joking a little bit. That's been our saying for the last couple months of the season, and we're live back here at Garcia Gymnasium, Conneaut High School, and we are about 45 seconds left from game time with the national anthem and the starting fives for both teams. And thank you for joining us as well on 1360 AM and 102.9 FM. Go to 1360wwow.com to click Listen Live if you haven't streamed with us on our website. And, of course, we have been covering YouTube and Facebook Live video streams of all of our games. Check them out, our entire back catalog of Conneaut Spartans football and basketball on our YouTube page, 1360 WOW Sports YouTube page. So if you're just joining us, Conneaut sitting at 5-17 overall. You've been following them. Unfortunately, we lost 4 straight games last week. We had a 4-game week, and we're finally happy to be over that one. It was rigorous and tough. You could tell those guys were really burned out from 4 games like that. That takes a toll on you. And they look a lot more fresh out there tonight, and they should be ready to play this game. I know Chance Loomis was really excited about this, to play in a playoff game. So here in Conneaut, so no doubt about it. It's been a long time, Chuck, since we played a playoff game here on this floor. Do you remember another time where this happened?
No, I was asking Joel Taylor a little while ago. We've never hosted a boys tournament game here. We did the girls a couple of years ago against Rootstown, but apparently it hasn't caught on because not a very good crowd here on the home side.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, not as much of a turnout as you'd think, but hopefully it picks up as we're just about getting set for tip here. Yeah, Liberty sitting at 4-18 overall. As we talked about with Coach Tim for the courtside show with Coach Tim Telbacca, brought to you by Chris Breck State Farm. It definitely is it's been a tough situation for Liberty. They've had a lot of two common opponents to us, Brookfield and Crestview. They've lost 3 of those 4 games that they played. They played each of them twice. They only beat Brookfield once back on December 20th, and it was a 13-point win over them. But I think that's a totally separate team, as we were talking about with Chuck, that we've both lost some players in the first half, from the first half of the season to the second half. We lost Anzervitz and Rice. And who else am I missing, Chuck? Anybody else? Those are the two, I guess. Yeah. Caden Farley as well, too. No longer with the team as well, so he was a role player off the bench. Dylan Phillip, he did he even play?
On the injured list and then eventually just...
Yeah, I was going to say he didn't even play any minutes, really, so unfortunately. But maybe next year. I've heard that he may be interested in basketball. It's not really necessarily his sport, but he's willing to try it and was willing to try it this year if the injuries didn't plague him with it. But we look forward to seeing him next fall on the football field as a lineman. Really, really one of the key cogs of that lineman gear.
Any idea what the delay is?
I think it's some type of it's Dave Simpson again. I think it's Dave Simpson issue with the scoreboard computer. Something not hooking up. We had an issue Friday, if you remember, too, with the national anthem, getting the mic set, and then a couple issues as well with the scoring and the clock. So we'll see exactly what transpires. But
15 kids on that stage crew, Ben, and one of them's from Brazil. So 14 Conneaut kids.
Well, at least we got the Brazil kid to come out. I mean, they're supportive of our basketball sport, and it's good to have them out there, and it's good that the 15 made it, and we wish there was more of a home crowd tonight, but we got enough, I think, at least. We're outnumbering them, at least. I was worried that we were going to be outnumbered by their fans, so at least that's not the case, and yeah, we should be starting here with the tip any minute, but it looks like it's been delayed due to something. Some of the players are going to get cold, unfortunately, by warm-ups and shooting and stuff is all going to start to wear out. Hopefully they're not nervous at all. Looks like they're not. They were pretty relaxed, hopefully. And the one good thing too, Chuck, we're not nearly as deep. I should have brought this up earlier. We're much deeper tonight because we have all of our JV players. We're not going to stretch it out 7-8 players deep because there was no JV game. So that's a big plus for us.
An equipment issue. I see Joe walking in with a new microphone. So not only do we have equipment issues, but so do they. This world of technology, Ben, I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what, it's it never gets old, There's always something new to conquer here and overcome these obstacles.
Tonight the Spartans will be playing the visiting Youngstown Liberty Leopards. This is the OHSAA Division III Northeast Region 2 sectional semifinal boys basketball contest. The OHS of the Ohio High School Athletic Association would like to note that good sportsmanship is an important part of all athletic events. The OHSAA requires all athletes, coaches, and fans to practice only positive support.
Yeah, as you can hear now, Dave Simpson's finally got his microphone back up and working, so seems like we're definitely getting underway here. That was a microphone issue. So Joel Taylor got us all squared away and got him set up. So we should be good. Also, too, it's a little quieter in here as well without the pep band being present. So a little bit more low-key in the gymnasium than it has been for the last few months. We'll take this brief pause, but stay with us here for the national anthem as played here at Garcia Gymnasium.
And please join us in the performance and presentation of the national anthem.
And get ready to play ball here at Garcia Gymnasium. Conneaut Spartans getting set for their play-in matchup for the playoff bracket alongside playing against the Liberty Leopards. And
please extend a round of applause to tonight's officials who are Mr. Ray Heidecker, Mr. Rich Bellis, and Mr. Joshua Elwood Bellis.
Thank you.
good job, buddy. Billy Ciccatelli, everybody.
And now for tonight's starting lineup, first up for the Youngstown Liberty Leopards, senior, number 3, Silas Robinson. For the Conneaut Spartans, senior 10, Nathan Costin.
So we want to also thank as well, too, of a lot of our loyal listeners as well. Stacy Severa, David Pettis, Rob Migliaccio. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. Obviously, I want to thank as well, too, Matt Jarvie back in the studio and Megan Lebzelder, our producer, for all the support. Chuck Guglielmo and Ben Jarvie alongside you here at Garcia Gymnasium. And we're excited about this one. We think it's definitely going to be a very tight matchup between two very good teams. Liberty Leopards and Conneaut Spartans finished 1 win apart. 5 wins for Conneaut, 4 wins for Liberty. A lot of common scores against common opponents, so we feel like it should be a good game and very winnable for Conneaut. We had a tough week last week where we lost all 4 of our games, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Not easy for us. But feeling refreshed and with a full JV squad in tow behind a lot of our varsity starters. We'll see exactly what transpires tonight. Oh, and an interesting spin here, Chuck. We got Gavin not starting and Noah Ham starting. So we'll see exactly what comes out of that one, but.
Yeah, the lineups tonight for Liberty: Silas Robinson, Marquise Patterson, Kalen Turner, Jaden Taylor, and Anthony Patterson. And for the Conneaut Spartans, it's Nathan Costin, Noah Ham, J.R. Hutchison, Chance Loomis, and Larry Ham. My only thinking on that, Ben, is maybe to save some early game fouls.
Exactly, no doubt about it. He's been a culprit of that, unfortunately, for quite a while, so. Or do you want to hold it? I can hold it if you want, so you can write. It's up to you.
We are ready to go here at the Garcia Gymnasium. Jump ball is underway, and it's controlled by the Conneaut Spartans. goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Spartans. Chuck Guglielmo along with Ben Jarvie, and we are here at Garcia Gymnasium, and we are on 1360 WOW, 102.9 FM, and WOW YouTube television. And Chuck Guglielmo, Bob Shaka with you on the cable channels, and also online at ConneautOhio.gov. All right, another little bit of a delay here.
Yeah, we're having delays all over the place tonight, Chuck, but we're starting to get a little acclimated here. The referees are.
All right. Chance Loomis brings the ball in the forecourt. As Ben said in the pregame, Liberty 4 and 18, Conneaut 5 and 17. So both teams appear to have just about identical records. Pass over to Loomis. Loomis give to Noah Ham. So the Ham brothers out there to start today's game. We'll see how long Gavin stays on the bench. Loomis up with a jumper. It's good.
Chance Loomis asserting his dominance, and he's 1 for 1 tonight. Feeling pretty fired up. I know he's feeling good tonight for sure. He said that in the pregame warm-up.
All right, back on the attack now for the first time goes the Leopards. Liberty dressed in all wine uniforms with gold numbers, and they are going left to right on your radio dial. Jumper is up and good by number 11, Kalen Turner. And the game is tied at 2. Here comes Chance Loomis over to Noah Ham. Noah Ham moves to the left wing over to Nate Costin. Now give to Chance Loomis. Back out to Noah Costin. Or Noah Costin. Noah Ham. Noah Ham with a ball. Give to Loomis. He goes up for a 3. Got it!
2 for 2 for Chance Loomis. 1 from 2-point land and 1 from 3-point land. He's got all 5 of Conneaut's points, starting out hot.
All right, here come the Leopards. Baseline drive by number 11 is no good, and Conneaut comes up with a rebound. It's Chance Loomis. He's got all their points to start the game. And hopefully he's got that A game tonight. Larry Ham for 3. Just missed it. It looked like that was going in too, Ben.
I agree with that. It looked very good shot. Good shot take.
All right, off the hands of Kalen Turner, so Conneaut gets it back. 5-2 Spartans. We are a minute in here, or 2 minutes in here in the first quarter.
Just an early going note there. It seems like we're playing a lot tighter perimeter defense, which is good. Giving up not as many 3-point shots, and that's what forced the turnover just there for Liberty.
Inside to Costin. Costin up with a shot. It's no good. Tries to get his own rebound, can't do it. Rebound by Silas Robinson of Liberty. Robinson, top of the circle, pulls it back out to Turner. Kalen Turner now gives to Silas Robinson.
That's something. Liberty has a play called Liberty.
How do you like those shoes by Robinson?
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah.
I got a couple good ones.
Yeah. All right, corners 3. It's no good. In and out. Rebound, Nate Costin. Nate averaging almost 8 rebounds a game. Here comes Loomis. Loomis knocks down a player, no call, but Liberty comes up with a ball. Number 3, underneath, foul. Silas Robinson fouled. Is it a shooting foul? I believe it is.
Yeah, and they call a foul on that end, but you know there was a collision with Chance Loomis and the other Liberty player back down on this end, and nothing was called. Kind of interesting, but
at the line, Silas Robinson, first one, no good. Ball doesn't lie, does it, Ben?
No, does not. And the shoes, those shoes don't lie.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Second shot.
Silas Robinson's second free throw is good, and that brings the Leopards back to within 2. 5-3 Conneaut. 4:56 to play, opening quarter. To Noah Ham, wide open in the corner. JR did not shoot. Larry Ham now has it. Larry Ham double teamed. And here's Loomis. He's going to go to the hole. It's blocked. A rebound off of the Leopards. Spartans maintain possession.
It was a very good drive by Chance Loomis, but he got blocked by the much taller number 5 for Liberty, and comes down with it. Not a lot of height on this Liberty team, as I mentioned. I think I was touched by Liberty.
Ball out of bounds to Liberty. I think it was going to be an over and back anyway, wasn't it, Ben?
Okay, I thought it was touched by Liberty, so no, I guess then it would have been, yeah, so.
Number 5 into the game now, that's Evan Bates. He inbounds the ball to Kalen Turner. Turner now 10 into the game, that's Marquise Patterson. Actually, he was a starter. Evan Bates, back to Patterson. Now to Silas Patterson. A couple of Pattersons out there right now. Oh, wide open in the corner, but they don't shoot, but Evan Bates will, and he gets the 3.
What a rattle, Evan Bates for 3. So Liberty takes the lead with that, but what a crazy rattle that was for them. Lucky.
6-5 Liberty with its first lead of the game. Spartans trying to come back now and regain that lead. Loomis has scored Conneaut's only point so far tonight. Larry Ham over to Loomis. Loomis, top of the circle. Loomis up with a short jumper. Good again.
Good shot by Loomis. He's pretty much the only one hitting anything right now, so he needs to keep that rhythm up.
All 7 points belong to Chance Loomis. Open for 3, number 11, way off. Rebound controlled by a hustling Jaden Turner. And now the Liberty Leopards, that's kind of a tongue twister.
Oh, yeah.
There goes a long 3 by number 3, Silas Robinson. It's good.
Just a good shot right over the top of J.R. Hutchison, and Robinson gets 3 for them, and they take the lead right back, Chuck.
9-7 Leopards. Conneaut with a ball. Somebody else has got to score, Ben, for the Spartans. Larry Ham with a ball. Rolls it over to Chance Loomis. Good fake by Loomis. Give to Costin. Inside to Larry Ham. He'll try to score. It's up and in.
And Larry's going to have to be the other guy that takes those shots. And nice spin fade by him, pressing down back on the defender. And he gets 2 for him.
9-9 tie. Shot by number 21 is up and in. That's Jaden Taylor.
But initially it was a block. Initially it was a block by Larry Ham, which was good. But then the rebound by Taylor on the control there, and they take the lead right back.
And the Spartans down by 2. Pretty much a back and forth scoring for both teams here. Loomis give to Ham. Ham moves to the top of the key. Give to Loomis. Loomis falls down, and what they call a turnover by the Spartans.
Yeah, they just say he lost the ball. No foul, nothing. And Gavin does come in, which is a smart call, and JR comes out.
156. This may be good strategy by Tim, keeping Gavin out for almost a quarter. And now he's back in there, and I don't think Costin got any fouls, did he? All right, here we go. Silas Robinson looks like a good shooter, that number 3 for Liberty. There goes Evan Bates now on the right side. Evan Bates turns. He traveled. They didn't call it, and he doesn't get this one to bounce in. And Chance Loomis with a rebound. Give to Max Gleason, who checks in for the Spartans. Over to Nate Costin. You're watching and listening to Conneaut Spartans basketball on 1360 WOW, 102.9 FM, WOW YouTube TV. And they throw it right to the referee, another turnover.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a bad pass trying to get it inside, and that's not going to work for us, so turning the ball over. 11-9, Liberty holding the lead with 1:07 left in this first quarter.
Here come the Leopards and Silas Robinson. He looks like their big scorer to me. Ben, from what I can see here in the early going. Now Evan Bates for a long 3. He got it.
Good shot, Evan Bates. He's had back-to-back 3-point shots, Chuck. That's not good.
And here we go, 3 of them already for Liberty. That makes it 14-9. It's that 3-point ball. Rearing its ugly head here at the beginning. Larry Ham hooks it up and in.
That was a nice, sweet, easy 2 for Conneaut, getting it down low to Larry, who was wide open, undefended.
3-point game, 14-11 Liberty. Closing seconds of the first quarter. Robinson. Silas Robinson up, no. Rebound. Out of bounds to Conneaut. So Conneaut has a chance to draw to within 1, maybe even tie this thing at the end of the quarter. 17 seconds to go. Loomis gets it to Gleason, into Hedrick, shoots short. Rebound Liberty. They have a chance to add now to the lead. 2 up, no good. Rebound Larry Ham. He shoots and it is short, and that ends the first quarter with a score. Liberty 14, Conneaut 11.
And crazy kind of finish there to that first quarter. We'll take this brief timeout and come back for second quarter and more on WOW Sports. Number 4. Oh, he's Chance Loomis is 14. He's normally 13. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
We're so used to seeing him. We are back for the second quarter. Conneaut down by 3. Nate Costin with a ball. And he throws it out of bounds. However, tapped by Evan Bates. So Conneaut gets the ball back. 11 for Conneaut, 14 for Liberty. Conneaut did have a 5-2 lead for their largest lead of the night. Now, Loomis, we were talking during the commercial break. We didn't realize he's wearing uniform number 14 tonight. Gavin Hedrick in the paint. He goes up with a shot. It's up off the mark. Rebound by number 11, Kalen Turner. And the other way, missed shot, rebound, Nate Costin. Give to Chance Loomis. Loomis, top of the key jumper. It's good.
Wow, Chance Loomis is a perfect 4 for 4. Am I right in that? I think so.
He's got 9 points, 7:19 to go. Traveling violation. Conneaut gets the ball back.
Wow, a sweet turn of events there. Good steal and good turnover force. This turnover brought to you by Conneaut Savings Bank. Stop and ask about online and mobile banking. They make banking transactions fast and easy. CSB, check them out in Conneaut and in Austinburg, Ohio.
It's a 1-point game, 14-13, visiting Liberty on top in the sectional semifinal game. Underneath the JR, off his hands, gets it back, throws to Costin, puts it up for 3.
Good, sweet shot by Nate Costin, who's like a guy that can do it all, Chuck. He can shoot 3-pointers and can get that hefty, that pesky rebound. He's very good at both.
16-14 in favor of the Spartans. So they have scored the last 7 points Conneaut has. Long 3, no good. Rebound back up and good by number 11, Kalen Turner. He's got 4 points.
Yeah, 4 points, keeping Liberty right in this game, tying it up 16-all early in the second.
Costin, right sideline, finds Larry Ham. He drives, missed the shot, rebound Evan Bates. Evan Bates gets the ball into the forecourt. Bates being guarded by Hutchison. Liberty shoots it back out to Silas Robinson. Corner shot, good for 3 by number 11, Isaiah Tate. And that's their 4th triple of the game.
That's Turner.
Huh?
That's Turner.
Number 11?
11, yeah.
Oh.
You're all right. Yeah, Turner.
Conneaut with a ball, Larry Ham. And we got a foul. So take that 3 away from Isaiah Tate and give it to Kalen Turner, right?
Correct.
All right, that is his first triple of the game. They've had 5 triples already. Conneaut's had 2. We've seen it all season long, though, haven't we? 19-16, Liberty on top. Hutchison underneath. Costin puts it up and in. Costin has has 5 points.
Yeah, Costin playing very good as that role player, the small forward or power forward, whatever you want to call him.
Evan Bates for another long three, no good that time, but Liberty gets the rebound. Patterson. Give to Bates. Bates top of the circle. Bates over to Turner on the left side. Down to the corner. Number 2 shoots it. No good. Rebound, Larry Ham. Here come the Spartans. Loomis. Jumper. Bounces off the iron. Rebound number 21, Jaden Taylor. 4:44 to play, second quarter. It's a 1-point game. Liberty on top. Patterson. They like that corner shot. There's another one. It's good for 3. And that was 11 again. Yep. 10 points for Kalen Turner. They got to find a way to stop that corner shot there. That seems to be his favorite sweet spot. Ball stolen. But we've got a foul on Liberty, and Jaden Taylor doesn't believe the call. Join the Cub, Jaden. I didn't believe a lot of them on Friday night either.
I know, right? All those calls on Friday night were tough, you know. But as I was just talking about the perimeter defense being good, we got to control it now. It seems to be slipping away a little bit.
22-18, Liberty. J.R. Hutchison inbounds to Larry Ham, lost the ball. Larry Ham lost the ball. Here comes Liberty. Turner. Turner give to Patterson. Over to Robinson. Robinson almost lost the ball, does lose the ball. Here comes Chance Loomis on the drive, puts it up and off the iron again. That happens to Chance quite a bit, doesn't it? Foul, Spartans.
Chance definitely not great at trying to finish with his left hand. Doesn't have that shot quite down like he does on the right side. So he tried to pull up for a left side jump shot and didn't quite fall. It's a little too strong, unfortunately.
22-18 in favor of the Leopards. Patterson with a ball on the left side. 3:39 to play in the second quarter. Silas Robinson along the baseline. Shoots it out to Turner. Now look out in the corner. Patterson to Turner. Turner moves inside the three-point arc. There goes that corner bomb. No good this time, but look who's there for the rebound. Where are the Spartans when it comes to getting that rebound? Silas Robinson on the drive, puts it in. He's got 6, and Conneaut wants to take a timeout. And Ben, I think Tim wants to take a timeout to find out why aren't we getting those rebounds?
Oh, yeah. You heard him yell it basically out on the floor there, and rightly so. Jeez Louise. I mean, we let that ball basically fall almost all the way to the floor, and then Silas Robinson came down with it cleanly and then put it right back up and got 2 more. Game's still only a 6-point difference. Conneaut has been hanging in there. He started with the lead early in the first quarter, and then we lost the lead. But since then, though, it seems like we're starting to slip a little bit away. Can't put the points on the board all the time and can't stop them right now. Seems like with scoring. But want to remind you, of course, too, coming up, our halftime recap brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. Best prices around. Stop into West Main Plaza on West Main Road. They got the best prices right now at Conneaut Save-A-Lot. And join us for the halftime recap after quarter 2.
3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Gavin Hedrick did not start the game tonight. Out of bounds to Liberty. Here comes Patterson. Missed the shot. Bates tips it up. No. Silas Robinson back up. No. And Tim doesn't like that call. And he almost got a technical. .244 to play. Another timeout. 2:44 to play in the quarter. The Spartans trailing 24-18.
Yeah, there was a lot of just dysfunction there, it seems like, overall. The referees didn't call any pushing, and unfortunately Chance Loomis was just stripped of the ball on this side. took it back down the other way, and then there was a collision with 2 players. Actually, it looked like Liberty collided with each other. It looked like number 5, and I'm not sure who the other player was, but Evan Bates was one of them. And it looks like they're okay, but they were down on the floor holding their head. Bates was, for sure. And eventually they called the foul on Conneaut, which is kind of crazy to really do that. It was on Conneaut, right? Yeah, so it was on Noah. It was on Noah Ham.
Once again, Ben, the 3-point ball is Earring's Ugly had 6 already for Liberty. Conneaut does have 2. That's about on par for them.
We need some type of a save here. Definitely need to play a lot better defense. And what better defense than to start with your health at University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, always advancing the science of health and the art of compassion for over 100 years. Stop in and see them at your earliest convenience. And shooting a 1-and-1 for Liberty is Silas Robinson.
And the first one is up and no good.
The one that was screaming up there was Ham, Mrs. Ham up there was screaming quite a bit.
Second one is good. That makes it 25-18, largest lead of the game for either team. And Ben, to keep this from expanding, we desperately need to get points here. Gavin Hedrick drives. He can't get it to go. That can happen. Here comes Silas Robinson. Underneath, up, no, rebound, Nathan Costin. Dodged a bullet there. Hutchison to Noah Ham to Costin. Costin, baseline, lost the ball. They're going to say it's Conneaut ball. Larry Ham will inbound. Shoots it and throws it away.
Not good.
Here's Evan Bates. Drives and missed the shot. Boy, we're dodging some bullets, I'll tell you that. Noah Ham to Larry Ham. Back to Noah. Puts it up. He missed another one. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, we've had 2 opportunities there, and unfortunately can't capitalize on much right now offensively, Chuck. Doesn't look good.
Silas Robinson with the ball. I mean, they're letting you back in the game. You just can't make the shots. Turner into the paint. Larry Ham. Good defense that time by Larry Ham. Here's Silas Robinson. Missed the shot. Another opportunity coming for the Spartans. Can we get this one? Larry Ham has it blocked. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
I mean, blocked him for sure, but then also pretty much just hit him right in the face. It was really rough. So anyway, so Larry Ham going to the line. He's probably woken up after that one.
First one coming for Larry. Good. Larry Ham has been pretty good at the free throw line here in the second half of the season. He's got 5 points. That makes it 25-19. He'll have another one coming. And rolls in Larry Ham with a half dozen points, and the Spartans are within 5. Here comes Evan Bates for Liberty. Give to Robinson. Robinson over to Turner. Turner being guarded out there by Costin. Turner, jumper, block. Costin doing what he does best. He had 18 blocks going into the Grand Valley game.
Yeah, he's been exceptional at that.
But Larry Ham leads the team in blocks. Believe it or not.
I knew he did.
Here's Silas Robinson. Give to Turner. Turner moves into the paint, drives to the basket, and he makes the shot. That was
11.
11.
Yeah. Turner again. How many's he got, Chuck?
12 points for Turner, and it's Conneaut ball, although Liberty campaigning for a change of a call. 27-20, Leopards.
Under a minute left to go in this half.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Mark Case Patterson puts it in on the drive. off of a bad inbounds pass. And just like that, it's out to 9 points. Loomis. Hedrick. Hedrick. Can he put it in? Yes.
Good move, Gavin Hedrick. He's missed a lot of his shots tonight, but he's going to have to start hitting some of them here.
Evan Bates, 22 seconds to play in the half. 29-22. Loomis going for the steal. Timeout, Liberty. With 14 seconds to go, Liberty with a 7-point lead. Seems like if you're a Liberty fan, it seems like your lead should be bigger. If you're a Spartan fan, it seems that way as well, that their lead should be bigger.
Like you said, a lot of inefficiency, really a lot of handed possessions and points that could have been, that were left out there that you didn't get in. Definitely for Conneaut, they just missed a couple open layups. That exchange from Larry to Noah should have been an easy two, but it just didn't work out that way. Chance had a couple shots from close in range that didn't quite drop. Not sure what to say. They just got to take better shots, and they're not playing good defense, no doubt about it right now. They're leaving them wide open. They're letting them dribble right past them.
14 seconds, 29-22 Liberty, and Patterson's going to inbound for the Leopards. Second time Ben and I have seen this Liberty team in the last few years. And the first time we saw them was also in a sectional semifinal game, only that was played at their place. Ball stolen. Uh-oh. Evan Bates, blocked by Costin. JR. Oh, almost JR. Halftime here at the gym. 29 for Liberty, 22 for Conneaut.
Yeah, that was an amazing block to end it by Nate Costin, and that's a sigh of relief at least. But we'll come back here after this important break and more on WOW Sports, followed by the Conneaut Save-A-Lot halftime recap right after this.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go talk to my buddy at halftime. Can you handle it?
Yeah. As long as I have some of these, will you leave that? Huh? Can you leave that there?
Yeah, I'll leave it. I just wanted to talk to my buddy.
Well, you think that half was bad?
Yeah, it wasn't good. We just missed a lot of shots. You know what I mean? Like, shot, but
Yeah.
Larry passed to Noah. Noah laid it up. It was wide open. Gavin had a couple shots right up there. He was well defended. They're playing good defense. Not that easy. They're playing a lot tighter in the second quarter than the first quarter. So we'll see. But I get why we are not scoring a lot, but we gotta hit the shots so we're getting it. We're not.
Also, the restrooms are located around the corner from the concession stand. Just go out the door underneath the American flag, down the hallway to your right. Go past the concession stand and turn right. Ladies comes up first, gentlemen's about 25-30 feet down the hallway.
He was down there.
We need to be like, what? What did you say? Make him repeat himself. You want to be on the halftime recap with me?
I'm good.
You sure?
Oh wait, you know what? Google Go, yeah.
Yeah. Can you read them off to me? Here, look through and pull up some scores around the league that are going on. There's probably not a lot. We'll see. And we're live back here at Garcia Gymnasium High School for the Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store halftime recap, brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. And I'm here with Billy Ciccatelli and my wife, Ann Jarvie. And we're just we're going over the recap as well. 29-22, the score is sitting right now. Conneaut, 7-point deficit over Liberty Leopards. It felt like it could have been a higher scoring game overall, as Chuck said in the second quarter there. It should be a higher score by both teams. It was very inefficient shooting by both teams at times. Bad passes and boneheaded turnovers that led to turnovers back the other way for the other team. But Conneaut just seemed like they really had no rhythm at all, no energy to rebound the ball, and especially in the second half of the second quarter. Really, the whole second quarter, honestly. They played very flat. First quarter, they played a little bit better. Mostly Chance Loomis was playing better. He had a very strong rhythm there. He scored Conneaut's first 7 points, and then Larry Ham got in the scoring book after that. Right now it's sitting with point totals. Costin with 5 points. He's been in a nice, strong rhythm, especially in the second quarter. Chance Loomis with 9. As I said, he started with the first 7, and then since then he cooled off in the second quarter, but he still got 2. Gavin Hedrick got 2 finally. He missed several shots close in. I know they were well defended by Liberty, but missed a lot of shots that were right there for him, and he'll have to connect with quite a bit more going into the second half. And then Larry Ham was 6, who has actually been a strong player overall in the entire first half. Larry Ham, I can only say right now, unfortunately, he's a better first half player than a second half player. Maybe with the maybe a little bit less, a little bit more of a breather than usual, because we should have more breaks, because we'll have more players to rotate in and out with the JV squad being fully available tonight. That it might lead to Larry Ham staying fresh all 4 quarters and not getting burned out so easily. But that's really it for Conneaut. Larry Ham 2 for 2 from free throws, so that's excellent to see. Going over to Liberty, as far as what they've done tonight, the damage has mostly been done by 2 guys, really 3. Kalen Turner, number 11, he has 12 points, leading both teams right now. The whole game right now is the leading scorer with 12. Silas Robinson has 7. He's 2 for 4 from the line, so he's been the guy that's been basically driving into the hoop and putting it up. So as far as that goes, it's been very strong by him as well, too. He's been a major threat. Kalen Turner's been the 3-point shooter. He's been hitting, I think he's 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, but I'm not positive on that. Evan Bates, he's got 6 points. He's been mostly a terror off the glass, rebounding and getting second chances on the offensive boards. And Coach Tim, I know right now, is laying into his guys saying we got to not give those up. There was a couple there, especially in the second quarter, that the ball pretty much fell almost all the way to the floor before it was picked up by anybody. And Conneaut just did not go get those rebounds. They should have got them, and they just were not able to. So they're going to have to play a lot sharper. Sorry about that, going into the second half. So we'll see what all fate has in store in the second half. But 29-22, Liberty with the lead. As Chuck mentioned, too, it's been 3 years since we played Liberty, Conneaut has. And 3 years ago, we played pre-COVID, about 2 weeks before COVID started in 2020. That was with Kyle Woods on the Conneaut Spartans team that year. Remember that, Billy? And we went down to Liberty and played them at their gym. And unfortunately, that was a tough game for Conneaut. We had a pretty good team then, too, to be honest. But tough game. Conneaut couldn't quite hang in with that really strong Liberty team. We lost. I'm not sure the total, but we lost by at least 20 points, I believe. So going back to it. Well, anyway, that's our halftime recap brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. And some scores around the league, Billy. What do you got for me? My man in the field, Billy Ciccatelli. What do you got? Cardinal Mooney leading Lakeview 19-7. Cardinal Mooney with the lead over Lakeview. Norwayne over the lead from Campus International, the Trailblazers, 64-18. The Bobcats with the lead at half. Garaway at half over top of Barnesville, 18-13. They have the lead. And then those are games from last week. Oh, game tomorrow to look forward to, too. Mayfield travels to Chardon for the play-in game. That's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Check that one out, too, on your local streaming service or whoever's covering that game as well, too. Games in Erie to go to follow some games as well. McDowell and, some of the games from last Friday's games that played. Chardon beat Beechwood. That's why they're carrying on. They knocked out Beechwood 95-77. What a high-scoring game. 95-77, Chuck. Chardon over Beechwood.
He just said the other sectional semifinals 29-29 right now.
Okay.
At Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell. The Campbell game's 29-29. Thanks for the update.
Who are they playing?
Who are they playing, Billy? We got to look that up.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll tell you who our players are.
Yeah.
Southeast from Ravenna. Yeah. So Southeast and Campbell Memorial are tied 29-all at half. So that's one to watch and see what score comes out of that one at the end of the game. Of course, join us at the end as well too for the Dairy Queen Player of the Game, brought to you by your Conneaut DQ. The Blizzard of the Month, while it's still available in February, is the Triple Truffle Blizzard, as well as they got their great Blizzard lineup, the mint or the Berry Cherry Chip Blizzard, the mint, the Oreo Cocoa Blizzard as well. They got a couple great ones out there. Their Brazier menu always available, and Dairy Queen ice cream cakes available for all occasions. So, and anyway, that's about wrapping up our halftime recap as well. What do you think as well, Chuck, about the Browns? Talking about, they fired Joe Woods, right?
Yeah.
And then they just fired Mike Prefer, the special teams coach. What do you think about that one? I actually felt like a lot of fans were calling for that. That was more of a fan choice,
Yeah.
I think, more than an actual front office choice.
I'm surprised it wasn't, right around when Joe Woods got fired.
Right.
I don't
Waited
know-
till now, exactly.
I don't know if they're done.
Maybe not. And I wonder what they're going to say to Coach Stefanski is like, what's your role going to be? Are you still calling the plays next season as the offensive play caller?
What they're going to say to Kevin Stefanski is after the first 6 games next year, you better be at least 500 or you're going to be next.
I'm sure he knows that, even if that hasn't been said. I'm sure. I don't even think it's 500, Chuck. I honestly think it's playoffs or bust. I'm not going to say like a Super Bowl, but I'm going to say playoffs. Playoffs for sure, or else I think it's over.
We're ready for third quarter action. 29-22 in favor of Liberty. And they have the ball first to start this third quarter. Patterson with the ball. Over on the right wing to Robinson. Robinson under the basket, puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound, Chance Loomis. Chance Loomis got off to a hot start tonight, just cooled down a bit. Give to Larry Ham. Not because of missing shots, just hasn't shot all that much. Speaking of shooting all that much, I don't think Noah's taken one shot. Costin up for the jumper, short. Robinson back the other way, up and off the iron. Back up again, no good. Look at the chances. We talk about Conneaut missing a lot of easy shots. So is Liberty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. They definitely are. They good defense by Larry and Chance to force the jump ball, and we're getting it right back.
Here come the Spartans, almost a minute in here, third quarter. Loomis, jumper. Missed it. Man. Evan Bates coming back the other way for Liberty. Bates over to Patterson. Patterson into the corner. Throws the bomb by 23. No good. A rebound. Chance Loomis. Look at the chances we're getting, Ben. It's about our 4th chance in the quarter already to cut into the gap. Gavin Hendrick will try. He puts it in.
Gavin Hedrick drove right in. He got the ball, and he didn't look back. He was going straight for the hoop. Good instinct by Gavin Hedrick.
4 points for Gavin Hedrick. And now it's Robinson with the ball. 29-24 Liberty. Robinson into the paint. He puts it up and rolls in.
Yeah, Robinson has great speed to the basket, and he looks like he could be one of their most talented player, even though Turner has been the leading scorer for the team.
He has 9 points, does Robinson. Give to Costin behind the three-point arc on the right side. Costin, give to Hedrick out front. 31-24 Liberty. Loomis along the baseline. Loomis to Larry Ham, puts it up, no good. Rebound Costin, fights it back up, good. Nate Costin with 7 points.
Nate Costin with 7 points, and great move by Nate to stick with it and get the offensive board.
Evan Bates now back the other way for Liberty. 31-26. It's a close game, kind of what we expected. But both these teams have had opportunities, though, to, have more points than they have. That's a missed shot. Here comes Loomis, 2-on-2. Loomis almost lost the ball, gets it back. Loomis goes up with a shot. It's up. It's no good. He is fouled. Will shoot 2.
Yep, Chance Loomis definitely gets the foul draw, and smartly so. We'll see exactly what happens, but yep, Chance was a great shooter on Friday. We'll see if I jinxed it. It looks like I didn't jinx it, Chuck, even though I know Coach Tim Talbacca said I did.
10 points for Loomis. He'll look for 11, and if he gets 11, and he does, he brings this back to a one-possession game.
And great job by Conneaut to fight back and close the gap from 7 to 3 like that within a couple minutes.
31-28. Robinson with a ball. Robinson guarded by Loomis. Robinson on the drive, up and in. He matches Loomis with 11 points. 33-28. Almost 3 minutes in, third quarter. Loomis to Larry Ham. Hedrick in the paint, up with a shot, good.
Good job by Gavin. He's trying to climb his total right up there now, too.
Here goes Turner. That's a 2-pointer.
Well, thank goodness for that.
He's got 14 points, and it's 35-30. 4:37 to play. Costin baseline jumper, no. Rebound. Larry Ham tried to get it, couldn't, but Loomis does, but he steps out of bounds. 4:28 to play, third quarter. Leopards 35, Spartans 30. On a Tuesday night, February 21st here in Conneaut, sectional semifinal. First time in boys' history that they've hosted this, but they've only been doing this for the last few years. So Patterson now with a ball for Liberty. Give to Evan Bates. Bates moves inside, almost lost it, gets it back, puts it up and in.
That was just a great move by Bates. Lost the ball, but still picked it back up and made a 2-pointer from about 10 feet out.
Back out to 7 points again, 37-30. Over to Hedrick. Costin open, moves inside, puts it up, off the glass and in.
I'm surprised Nate didn't take that shot from the wing, but he moved up and hit it, so you can't argue with that result.
9 points for Nate. Evan Bates misses a 3. Rebound Costin. Gets it to Gleason, who's into the game. Pass over to Larry Ham. 3.5 minutes to play. Costin. Loomis up. He rattles it in.
Wow, great move by Chance Loomis on that ring around the rosy.
13 points. 37-34. It's a one-possession game. Robinson now for Liberty. Being guarded by Loomis. Evan Bates. Bates dribbling out front. Bates. He can shoot the 3 as we found out. So can this guy, but this is a 2 for Turner. No good. Max Gleason runs down the rebound. Here comes Gleason to Loomis. Here goes Costin for 3. Short. Out of bounds. Spartan ball.
Yeah, touched by Turner, actually going for the rebound. It was actually an air ball. Came up short by Nate Costin from the wing, but hey, good play, and Liberty gives us the ball back, which is a nice gift for us, so fortunately for that one.
Larry Ham inbounds to Loomis. Loomis up with a right wing jump shot, good!
How about that? We're at 1-point game just like that, Chuck.
15 points for Chance Loomis. 21 out of 23 games for Loomis in double digits. Talk about consistent. Here's Robinson to the hole. Lost it out of bounds, but last touch by the Spartans.
I thought it was a turnover on Liberty, but guess it must have been stripped.
I can't do it. You can't ref, hold the mic for me and everything else.
I can't. Yeah, and I didn't see it down in the crowd there, so down in the paint.
Turner with a ball, up with a layup, good.
You can't argue with those results, honestly. Good, well defended by Conneaut, but even better play by Turner, and it's 39-36 with a couple minutes left in the third.
Turner with 16. Loomis to J.R. Hutchison, or to Noah Ham. Over to Chance Loomis. Back to Larry Ham. Around the corner here now. Hedrick threw it away. Oh, Max could have come up with that ball. Oh, my. 3-point game. Liberty has the lead, and they throw it away. Boy, I'll tell you, Liberty is trying to keep Conneaut in this game.
Yeah.
And Conneaut's able to stay close, just can't get over that hump yet.
Yeah, and they seem like they're making a lot of mental mistakes because we're playing a lot tighter and a lot closer in this third quarter, but we'll see what we get on this possession, gifting another gift for us.
Into the final 2 minutes of this third quarter, turnover Conneaut. Can't have that when you're behind. All right, Turner all the way to the hole, put it up, put it in, and a foul.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Larry just kind of slammed right into him.
Points for Turner. He'll look for 19 at the line. (41-36). It's up, and he got it. 19 points for Kalen Turner, and the Liberty Leopards back up by 6.
Yep, and they're right up there again.
Goes like from 6 to 7 to 8, then it gets down to 3, then it gets right back up there again. JR for 3, he missed it. It looked like it was going to go in. Turner with a ball underneath. Shot is up, no. Rebound back up, no. Rebound Larry Ham. Give to J.R. Hutchison. Hutchison to Larry Ham. Baseline, hook shot up, no. Larry just can't get it to go in tonight.
Yeah.
When he's down low.
Yeah.
Hey, turnover. Noah Ham comes up with it.
Good steal by Noah Ham there to get it right back.
This is what I mean about them keeping us in this game. Larry Ham, we just don't want to take advantage. Out to Loomis, to J.R. Hutchison. Inside, Larry Ham, again, up, no, but he'll go to the line, I think, for 2 shots.
Yeah, I think so. So Larry's going to go line. It's been a very uninterfered game, I'll say, by the referees. They really haven't called much. Even some of these soft contact plays, they really haven't called a lot of it.
Larry Ham's first free throw gets it to go.
And this foul shot and make brought to you by University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center. They've been advancing the science of health and the art of compassion for over 100 years. So stop in next week and get checked out for everything going on right now in your health world and life. And get checked out by the experts.
Boston comes up with a rebound and then loses it. It's 42-37. Evan Bates with a ball. Baseline. Can't shoot. To Turner. Turner being guarded by Costin. 17 seconds to play in the third. Here goes the ball out of bounds off the Spartans. 42-37. Liberty Leopards on top. 13 seconds to play. Robinson has it over to Patterson, over to Bates. Bates moves inside, back out to Patterson. Now give to Bates. Bates for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Gavin Hendrick. But not enough time, and that will end the third quarter with a score. The Liberty Leopards 42, the Conneaut Spartans 37.
And we'll take this brief time out, but come back and join us for fourth quarter and more right after this on WOW Sports.
All right, it's a 5-point game as we head into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and one thing, Chuck.
37.
Too, you got to feel good about if you're Conneaut coming back in the fourth quarter. Only down 5 despite not playing the best, so you at least got to feel good about that if nothing else.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone is in foul trouble. I don't think. Good strategy, I thought, tonight by sitting Hedrick out in that first quarter, most of that first quarter. Patterson with a ball. Over to Evan Bates. Look out for that one. I knew it. I had a feeling. His third triple of the game. Evan Bates, 11 points. They love the corner threes, do they not?
Yeah, no doubt about it, Chuck. They've been shooting very well. They've shot better than a lot of teams we played. They just haven't, they've also made a lot of mistakes.
Costin in the paint. Jumper, no. Rebound. Liberty. Patterson has it for the Leopards. Give to Robinson. Robinson drives. What do we got? Holding foul on the Spartans. Speaking of fouls, that's on Costin. As usual, it's not on the board. Oh, it's on Hedrick, only his first.
I don't think anyone's fouling out tonight based on the lack of calls, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Robinson over to Bates. Bates lost the ball, but another holding foul on the Spartans. And who'd they get this time, JR or Hedrick?
Pretty sure it was Hedrick again, but we'll see.
Yep, Hedrick again, 2 in a row. Evan Bates to the line. First one is up. Good.
Want to also remind you, too, coming up after the end of the game, the Dairy Queen Player of the Game, always awarded after the fourth quarter. Brought to you by your Conneaut DQ. The great Brazier menu, Dairy Queen ice cream cakes, always available with just one quick phone call or the drive-through. And stop in at Dairy Queen tonight or this weekend. They got the best stuff around as Conneaut falls to a 10-point deficit.
Largest lead of the night for Liberty, coming at a bad time. 6.5 minutes left. JR, Loomis, got to shoot, boys. JR into Costin. Costin pulls out to JR. JR up with a shot off the glass, no. A rebound, out of bounds, Liberty ball.
Yep. I mean, good second effort by Nate Costin to try to get the ball back, but doesn't quite work out. Conneaut in a 10-point hole, which is kind of hard to believe considering the game we watched.
Evan Bates goes around Loomis, pulls back for another 3, got another one. His 4th triple of the game.
That was just a great move, and I'm not sure what you could do with that. Chance is probably stunned by that one as well.
Off the hands of Larry Ham, but Costin is there. Give to Hedrick, put it up and in.
Good move by Gavin Hedrick on the spin move. He's become quite an offensive workhorse for Conneaut. He's got a nice set of points tonight for us.
Back to within 11. 5:40 to play. Here's Bates. He's been big here in the 4th. Another foul on the Spartans. Did they get Hedrick again?
Might have been. Might have been. I'm not sure.
If it is, it'll be 3 quick ones in a row.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you know, you can't really worry about it. You know, that's why you sat him for most of the first quarter, just to get through that. Still amazing that he's rallying him up. First one falls. And remind you as well, too, a great save by Conneaut is always a great save for Conneaut Savings Bank. Stop in and ask about online and mobile banking tomorrow or next week. They can make banking transactions quick and simple at CSB in Conneaut and Austinburg.
Bates makes both of them. He's come up big in the quarter. He's got 18, 52-39, 5.5 minutes left. Conneaut in the hole here. Larry Ham, give to Noah. He'll try a 3 off to the right. Evan Bates.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better shot take selection for Noah Ham, just didn't quite go.
Noah Ham almost stole that one. Again, though, Ben, it's that 3 ball. It is that 3 ball. Just a nemesis. Here's a 2 that time, and it's good. By Tyler Robinson, we got a timeout.
Yep, Robinson.
Liberty is pulled way out ahead now, 54-39.
Somehow, despite the outcome, has been a 5-point start, and then they've fallen straight down to a 15-point deficit. So they've lost the 10 points that they needed to score. They're not getting anything offensively at all, Chuck, unfortunately.
15-point lead. It was. You wonder why it didn't happen early. I mean, they kept you in the game with all the missed shots.
Well, and
we couldn't capitalize on many of them.
We've only got 2 points in this quarter. It was 42-37 going into this quarter, and we've only got 2, and it's pretty much half the time's already gone. So we haven't had much offensive possession. I got to hand it to Liberty. They got some good players, no doubt about their record. Doesn't show how talented they are. Silas Robinson's pretty good, but Evan Bates, big in this quarter, like you said. He's hit all these 3-point shots. He's a great ball handler. I mean, he's a good rebounder. He's just a good overall player. Be good to have as a teammate, really. So it's been very clutch for them.
Yeah, they've had 3 big scorers. Turner with 19, 18 for Bates, 13 for Robinson. That's been the trouble. But they also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3-point baskets. All right, Noah Ham with a ball for Conneaut. Give to Larry Ham, back to Noah, over to Chance. Inside to Hedrick. Give to Larry Ham, and he can't get it to go. Hedrick, can he get it to go? Yes, and a foul.
Yeah, nice. That's what the doctor ordered, was Gavin Hedrick getting the 2. Oh, Larry's coming out. He's got an ankle problem. On the rebound, getting it back out to Hedrick.
I believe this is a career-high 10 points, and he'll look for 11 at the line. Gavin Hedrick. Shoots the free throw, rolls in.
And a 3-point play for Gavin Hedrick. That one brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices.
Evan Bates for a long 3. If that would have went in, you can warm up the bus. Patterson back up, no. And did they get Gavin Hedrick again?
I think, wow. I thought that had to be on Nate Costin.
That's 4.
Yeah, that's 4 for Gavin Hedrick. All in this quarter.
All in this quarter.
How do you do that?
He must be, I don't know. Tim's not taking him out.
No, you can't. You just can't.
At the line. Puts it up and in.
I mean, Gavin Hedrick's fouled out, but I've never seen somebody get 4 fouls in 1 quarter, maybe 5. We got half the time still to go.
Yeah, we're only halfway through the quarter. Unreal. 55-42. Patterson again. Got another one.
But at least you can say, though, him being in the game hasn't affected the outcome, because we're still slipping away with the lead, no matter if he's in or out. On Friday, that was the problem.
Hedrick. Give to Larry Ham, who's back in there, puts it up. He can't get anything to go. What a disappointing night for Larry Ham.
And Nate Costa went for the steal. Just hit the Spartans sign across the way there at the scorer's table.
4 minutes left in which could be the end of the season for Conneaut.
A 14-point deficit, 56-42 if you're just joining us.
All right, driving is Evan Bates, in and out. And they're going to give it to Liberty.
I mean, Conneaut had an opportunity to pick up that ball. It did roll out. It slipped through Robinson's hand for Liberty, and I think Hedrick or Ham probably tipped it out of bounds.
Here's Patterson with the ball. Give to Robinson. Here goes a long 3, no good. Rebound, Chance Loomis. Oh, Larry Ham hits the deck again. Loomis up, he hits the deck. And we got a foul. Foul is on and Loomis comes up, hobbling a little bit. Larry Ham still hobbling. Loomis will go to the line for 2. 56-42. 56-43. Loomis has made his last 10 free throws.
Exactly, and it's really clutch to make one right now. He's barely walking around. I'm not sure he's going to stay in or what. We'll see.
Pulled Hedrick back to the bench. Loomis again, no good. We jinxed him. There's that word jinx again, Ben. Now what?
Ham with the push.
3:22, 56-43 Liberty. Bates will inbound. Shoots it out to Robinson. Robinson into the forecourt. Robinson on the right side. Give to Turner. Turner, give to Bates, back to Turner. Turner double team there. Turner pulls it out to the other way as Liberty plays with the clock a little bit now. That's Patterson to Bates. Underneath, Patterson up for two.
Yeah, they just handled the ball really well in that possession, and they just kept it away from Conneaut and a pass down low, and that's how you get nice, easy two for Liberty. It's moving it to a 15-point deficit.
Here's Larry Ham. Boy, he can't get anything to go tonight. He'll go to the line. He's 3 out of 4 there.
I'm surprised we're not taking the three-point shots that we're getting. Larry had an open look. Noah had an open look there from the wing. I think a 15-point game and 2.5 minutes left to go, you probably have to take these shots.
Larry Ham's free throw in and out.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think Gavin's coming back in for.
Larry Ham again, good. 8 points for Larry Ham. 14-point game.
Yeah, Gavin came back in for a hobbled Larry with the ankle issue, so I think that's probably wise.
2.5 minutes. Here comes Larry right back in again. Or it looked like he was coming back in. He wants to come back in, let's put it that way.
Well, it's probably his last game of his high school career, no doubt about it.
It is. Bates drives and scores. 20 points for Evan Bates. 2:12 to play. Loomis for 3, off the mark. 60-44. So Conneaut's going to finish the year, Ben, 5-18. Liberty will finish 5, or not finish, will go on into the sectional finals with a record of 5-18 as well. Timeout. It's 60-44 in favor of the Liberty Leopards.
Yeah, and a turnover too. Good defense by Max Gleason in the corner as well to force the turnover and get the ball back. So I think they touched it and went out of bounds behind the back on the baseline. So anyway, we'll come back as well too after the fourth quarter, and we will take that timeout and then talk about the Dairy Queen player of the game. But we still got about 2 minutes left to go in this game. 60-44. Conneaut down 16 points. Kind of crazy to think about how you got here down 5 to start the third. You fought your way back in. It was down 7 in the half, 29-22. And then down 5, it was 42-37 to start the third quarter, or fourth quarter rather. And then here we are.
Who are you looking at for Dairy Queen player of the game, Ben?
Gavin.
Gavin?
Gavin.
Gavin Hedrick is 1.
We'll see if they want to come over. It's probably not going to be a good situation for them.
Why?
Because it's their last game and they're going to be quiet, I know it.
They'll talk. I think they'll talk a little bit. Seniors will want to talk because it's the last time they'll be able to for here.
Long pass. Robinson drives and missed the shot. Loomis fouled him.
Wise, though. Good thing for Loomis. That was a great outlet pass from Bates to Robinson all the way down.
Just Gavin tonight, though, if he wants to come.
You don't want to get anybody?
No, I don't feel like talking to anybody.
Okay. Well, you and me can both talk.
At the line, Robinson puts it up and in. Silas Robinson has 14 points. Again, no good. 61-44. Here comes Chance Loomis. Baseline jumper, no good. 1:50 to play, 61-44. Evan Bates, he's been a monster, Ben, here in the fourth quarter. Shoots it out to Turner, now over to Robinson. Robinson along the right sideline. Give to Turner. Over to Evan Bates, to Patterson. And Gleason kind of shoved Patterson down to the ground, I think. Did you see, Ben? I didn't get a good look.
Yeah, Max just pushed him down.
And he's laughing about it.
Because they're going to calling a technical.
They did call a technical on Gleason.
Yeah.
And Gleason's going to him, though. And see, look, I see this is what bothers me. I see smiles on their faces. That's not good. It's not good.
They just don't get why the call was what it was, but yeah, I agree.
Patterson at the line, good.
At least they're in the mood, you know.
7 points for Patterson, make it still 7. It looks like he's getting another one.
It's two, and then they get the ball.
Thought he was going to get another one. Patterson, 7 points. And the Leopards have the ball. Robinson with it. Intercepted by Costin. To Loomis for 3. Nope. Evan Bates. Nope. Rebound. Max Gleason gives to Larry Ham. 1 more minute left in the season. Larry Ham. He finally gets it to go. Too little, too late. He has 10 points, and that is the third Spartan to be in double figures. You know, we don't get that very often.
Yep.
And yet, they're still down by a bunch.
Well, Liberty, I mean, without even having the quarter over, they've already scored 20 this quarter. So, and it was a very quiet game for both teams through 3. So, okay. Yeah, it was a low-scoring affair until the fourth quarter, and then Liberty got off to a real hot start of the fourth, and that was where it really started to fall apart for Conneaut. And they're starting to score now quite a bit more. They still only got 9 points this quarter. That's the difference, 20-9 this quarter alone. So if you didn't have that, you might still be in it, but you never know.
Meanwhile, they given up 20 in the quarter. All right, and every time you look now, Liberty has the ball. Bates underneath, picked up by Gleason. Give to Costin, give to Loomis. Loomis up with a shot, it's good. Loomis, 18 points. Bates, 2 more. 22 points for Bates. 64-48. Here's Loomis up with a jumper. He's got 20. Timeout, Spartans. 24 seconds to go. I don't know what the timeout's all about, but 64-50, Ben, is our score in favor of the Liberty Leopards.
Yeah, 64-50. And Conneaut just hitting back-to-back plays. I don't know, maybe Chance just because he's got 20. Although Gavin had his career high, right? I think it's.
Loomis has 20. That's not a career high. He had 25 in a game.
Right.
Frederick's got a career high 11.
Yeah, and he's a senior, so I'm thinking Gavin because he's
Johnson has 9.
Right, but we just talked to him last week, and he's been playing good, but I don't know. It's tough. I don't know.
He wants Gavin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll stick with that. Yeah.
Maybe I'll pick a cheerleader. Okay.
You can talk to anybody. Talk to someone you haven't talked to.
Maybe I'll talk to Bob Shackle.
Yeah.
So are you guys doing radio next year for games?
For when?
Like, are you guys doing radio next year for basketball games?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
I'll send you the schedule as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, send me the football schedule,
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
I know we got 5 home and 5 away.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Final seconds of the season and a travel. Or no, not a travel. Over and back, or a carry, or whatever they call that.
Yeah, over and back. They got it. Good play. Good defense there by J.R. Hutchison to force that. Coming back down on the fast break this way.
Hutchison. Kalumas.
Wow.
Throwaway by Loomis. 19 seconds to play. 64-50. Thaddeus Huya into the game. Eric Campbell into the game. I would have had those fellas in a little earlier. That's your future. Huya, Campbell, J.R. Hutchison, Ryan Turney. Yeah, there's your future right there.
And
I think that looks pretty good to me.
is that your three? So they're leaving Chance and J.R. in. So is that your 3-point shooting squad, or what do you think that is?
What, that they're leaving Chance in?
they're leaving Chance and J.R. in. So is that for 3-pointers?
I would leave Chance in because he deserves to be left in. JR, I'm not sure. 18 seconds, and it's out of bounds, and Chance will have a chance now to add to his 20-point total.
J.R. comes out.
I think 4 times Chance he's had a 23-point game, a 24-point game, a 25-point game, and now a 20-point game. 4 20-point plus games for Chance Loomis. And he has been as you know, Ben, I don't have to tell you, he has been the heart and soul of the Spartans team.
Ryan Turner?
No, Chance Loomis.
Oh, yeah, correct.
All right, hoo-yah!
I'll try what I can do.
For him.
Yeah.
Campbell out to Huya. Tracks it down. Huya into the forecourt. Looks like he wants to take the last shot.
Shoot it.
And that'll do it. Final score in the sectional semifinal. Liberty moves on as they club the Spartans here tonight, 60-54. Stay tuned for our post-game show. Ben's going to have a talk with one of the Spartans.
Yeah, and we'll take this brief timeout, but come back with the Dairy Queen Player of the Game right after this brief timeout on WOW Sports.
Tonight's OHSAA sectional semifinal contest between Liberty High School and Conneaut High School. Congratulations to both squads and a hard-played game. Now, the next game for Liberty will be February 24th. That's this Friday. It is a state sectional final. They will be away versus Lutheran
buddy.
East at
How you doing?
7 p.m.
Well, actually, I'll hold it because I got to share. I don't have my headset tonight.
Basketball season for the Conneaut Spartans. Congratulations for a dedicated and hard-played season, and good luck on your future endeavors. At this time, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're live back at Garcia Gymnasium High School, or Conneaut High School rather, with our Dairy Queen Player of the Game alongside the courtside here, Gavin Hedrick. Gavin, you had 11 points tonight. I think it was your career high, but I'm not positive. But it was a great offensive game. Is that your high as far as you know?
I don't think so, but I mean,
well, I thought you had a great game, and you really played 3 quarters too. I mean, you pretty much sat the whole first quarter. Were you okay with that, or not starting? I mean, especially in like a playoff game like this, not starting. I know it's because of the fouls, right? That had to be it. What'd you think about that, though?
I mean, I understand it's more than basketball at that point, so it's just like you got to serve your punishment. So
yeah, exactly. And I can't believe it too. I got to say, you made it through 3 quarters clean. Then you got 4 in the fourth quarter. Were you mad about that? Because I mean, like it seemed like the rate of fouls was really slow. They weren't calling much. And then the fourth quarter, they got really greedy with the whistle, it seemed like. They were just blowing it at everything, and then you got stuck with a lot of it. What were your thoughts through that? Like, you were already worried, 4 minutes to go in the game, and you might foul out despite sitting out the first quarter. What were you thinking?
yeah, I mean, definitely it was weird because the whole game they weren't calling nothing. I mean, everyone was going up, getting hit, not getting called. And then at the end, they just kept blowing in. I mean, it's frustrating, but there's nothing I can really do. So.
Right. And at least you you didn't foul out and you pretty much finished in. But then I know you sub in and out a little bit there late in the game. You played good defense and you were really the catalyst there, especially in the second half, getting those points to try to keep us in the game. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. I mean, what can you say about the Liberty team? I mean, you rebounded the ball pretty well. It just seemed like a couple of mistakes here and there. The shots weren't dropping quite like it used to be. What would you say about this Liberty team? They definitely were better than what was on paper. Is that kind of what you'd say? Because I thought they were very talented despite their record.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were just hitting shots. They were hitting open threes, and then they just got hot, and we couldn't stop them. So we came in this game thinking we were going to win, and it was definitely possible to win, but they just got hot. So.
Sure. One last question. I mean, this being your last high school game, I know it's got to be a little emotional for you. Like, what's your feelings right now for this 22-23 season overall? Like, great to be a part of this team and the players in it. And what would you say to next year's team as well? Like, what to work on? What do you wish them as far as, like, the mentality and all the success that they have? What would be your advice for that upcoming younger class? Like, we saw Ryan Turner, Thad Huya, those guys playing in there that, you were one of the best rebounders, and they're going to have to learn from your example.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Turner, he's getting older. He reminds me a lot of how I used to play.
Sure.
So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Honestly, too, I thought you were related. I didn't know that was Ryan Turner. I thought he was like your brother. He looks a little like you, actually. Not to say that, in a way, but I guess what are your emotions though? Tonight being your last game in the Conneaut Spartans uniform.
Oh yeah, it's definitely tough. I mean, subbing out the last time, it was pretty hard to keep the emotions in, but I mean, played this for pretty much all my life. It's been great.
Sure. You have any plans for basketball going forward, or is this it, you think?
This might be it, I think. I mean, I'm going to just have to start going to Township every day, I guess.
Yeah, you might, man. I mean, keep up with that intramural stuff as well, too, as you fall in the future. I think you're good enough to maybe walk on at a college. You have great rebounding ability and stuff and play really good defense. So I wish you the best with it, man. You're a Dairy Queen player of the game tonight. Good game.
Thank you.
Good talking to you this season. Gavin Hedrick, our Dairy Queen player of the game tonight, and the final score, as we mentioned, was 64-50. The final. Chance Loomis was our leading scorer for Conneaut with 20, but it was a tough game despite all that, Chuck. As far as just overall, they had three guys with hefty point totals. You had Evan Bates with 22.
22 for Evan Bates. 19
Wow.
for
Kalen Turner.
14 for Silas Robinson.
Yeah. And
Loomis had 20, 11 for the guy you talked to, 10 for Ham, and 9 for
Yeah, 11 for Hedrick, 20 for Loomis. Larry Ham had 10. Nathan Costin had 9. So there you go. That's it. And unfortunately, four Spartans finished with points. You needed a couple more, maybe.
Had 5 scores, so
they only had 5, but these guys scored, 22, 19, and 14. Seemed like, too, which is weird, that they all came at different times, which helped them. Seemed like number 11, Turner, scored up real early, hitting those threes, and then he had finished with 19. Then number 3, Silas Robinson. He came in the late second and early third with the points. And then Bates.
They had 8 triples. We had 2. They were 11 of 14 from the line. We were 8 of 10.
Yeah, so as far as that goes, as far as free throw shooting, you can't really ask for more from Conneaut. So I can't really say what exactly went right or wrong, but unfortunately, just didn't capitalize.
Fire in the fourth quarter, and the Leopards got 22 points in that fourth quarter.
Yep. And we weren't able to hit shots when we needed them, honestly. So really comes down to it. Chance Loomis started out as hot as can be. He looked like he wanted that game. Started out with the first 7 points for Conneaut, and unfortunately that wasn't enough. We wanted to talk to him as well too, but we know we have next season to talk to Chance Loomis. He's definitely the heart and soul and the captain of the team. So we'll be looking to talk to him a lot next season, and a lot of these younger guys coming up for Conneaut. So it's a heartbreaking conclusion, as this is the last game for Conneaut, and Liberty will go on to play Lutheran East. So good luck to them, right? So on that one. So That's about it from us here at Garsh Gymnasium. Scores around the league goes Edgewood over West Branch, 67-60. They pulled that one out. Cardinal Mooney, no update. It was 19-7 against Lakeview. No update there. Norwayne beat Campus International 66-18. Billy, thank you for everything. Yeah. Garraway was still leading Barnesville at half, 18-13. And that's about it.
That will come out in the spring too, but how about the footballs already?
I don't think I have anything on Campbell.
Yeah, and I won't know that until the spring sometime too.
Oh, here we go. Southeast beat Campbell Memorial 59-51. So that was the other play, 67-60 against West Branch.
Who do they go on to play?
I don't know.
We
will West Geauga or Jefferson, one of those two games that they go on to play. So thank you for that, Billy. And from all of us here, again, Conneaut Spartans fall. Their final record for the season was 5-18. They finished. A couple heartbreaking losses to end the season, unfortunately, including tonight. 64-50, they lose to Liberty, and Liberty goes on to finish the season, or not finish the season, but go on with the season, 5-18, and they're going to go on and play Lutheran East next week. But thank you, everyone, for joining us this season. Ben Jarvie and Chuck Ugliamo, Megan Lebzelder, thanks for all your help as our producer, and Matt Jarvie, our controller, back in the studio. Thank you for everything. And, of course, too, Bob Shackle, our cameraman, too. So thank you, everyone, and for joining us on WOW Sports. And we'll look forward to talking to you again in the coming season. Have a great night.
60 and WOW 102.9. And always free. Brought to you by our great Spartan sponsors, Conneaut Dairy Queen. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a delicious treat soon at your Conneaut DQ. Chris Breck, State Farm Insurance. Here to help life go right. Conneaut Savings Bank. Come grow with us in Conneaut and Austinburg. University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center. Celebrating 100 years of advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store, not lower quality,